Well, we halfway through the third. They got everybody in foul trouble. We already knew it was going to be a screw job. We already know it was going to be a screw job. We already knew this. Screw job on deck. All right, everybody. Lakers, Wolves. We already knew what it was going to be, 51-69. Let's look at it. Fouls call. Look at it. Total personal foul, 17-17. Everybody pretty much on the Minnesota Wolves team is in foul trouble. Nas Reed, they took him out the game by giving him four fouls in the first half. I told you guys this was going to happen. I told you guys this was going to happen. I said they're going to put everybody in foul trouble on the Minnesota Timberwolves team. This way they could slow the momentum down for the game, and they could, slow the momentum down, control the game, manipulate the game, and that's what's going on. Game is totally being manipulated right now. They're definitely trying to take the series away from. Like I already predicted it, man. Foul trouble for pretty much everybody. Everybody's in foul trouble. Everybody's in foul trouble, man. We already predicted this. Everybody was going to be in foul trouble. We already knew. Uh, Player stats. Let's look at this. Right now, Luca 24, LeBron 15. So LeBron is on. He's on. He's there for the ride. But the Timberwolves, your scoring is Edwards and Randall, 19-16. Everybody else, DiVincenzo's in foul trouble. Randall, I think he got three. Well, everybody's in foul trouble. Jaden McDaniels is in foul trouble. Nas Reed, 8 minutes, 0-0-0. He's in foul trouble right here. It's just what we expected. I told you it was going to happen in terms of that because that's the only way the Lakers could even be. Um, and Wait, is that dude Francisi Baduza, whatever his name is, Badussi, Francisi Badussi, the dude who was missing after the first game? I don't know what he was doing. Probably was at home rubbing himself down with Diddy but yeah. Uh, so we knew this was going to happen. We knew it was going to happen because if they go down tonight, then it'd be 0-2, and we know the series should be over with. But so it's there we go. 51-69. None of the Bronx Sexuals was on the live the first game at all. They all had their head buried somewhere in sand. Uh, yeah, a little bit more ball movement should happen there in that play with Randall. I think he tried to force the issue. They called McDaniels for a foul. So number 4. So everybody in the Minnesota Timberwolves, this is what they got to. This is what they got to do. To slow the mental down. Everybody, is in foul trouble. But if you go to the page, I did put that on the page. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, Sean. We did say this though. They just put him on the free throw line again. So Nas Reeves has been ineffective because it's the oldest trick in the book. It's the oldest trick in the book. If they got everybody in foul trouble, then they wouldn't be able to play aggressively or move the ball the way they should, and they can sit on the bench, and that allows the Lakers to have the momentum. So Nas Reeves is back in the game with 4 fouls. He better be careful. He's probably going to pick up his 5th foul. Uh, that's what it is. That's what it's going to be tonight. Oh yeah, Luka ain't great. They're allowing him to flop on every play. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So it's back up to 20. They had it within. They had it within 9 or 11. Start calling fouls. But it's crazy how they can manipulate a game this way. All right, Randall with the bucket. They're gonna have to get everybody else involved. It's crazy how they can manipulate the game and control it the way they can. Um, Pump fake from Luca, 73-53. Randall, I don't like him. I don't like him being. I don't like him defending Luca. But let's see. The refs aren't gonna let them get this close. I don't think so. Edwards, Reeves, nah, he's cold. He's cold right here. So he missed a 3-point shot. He ain't played since the second quarter. He hasn't played since the second quarter. He's been he's been taken out. I told you this. What's today? Today is Tuesday. I told you this on Sunday. I said go back to a few of my posts. So we already know what they're gonna do. They're gonna make it real dicey. They're gonna put everybody in foul trouble. It's the same oldest trick in the book. All right, so that was probably a foul on that play too, but they they probably won't call that, so that's probably a foul on that play. If you're watching from YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. Those that's on YouTube. He had to throw up a Hail Mary right there. Uh, let's go. Uh, oh yeah, we got the Warriors in 5 or 6. I got the Warriors. I think. Okay, foul. He's going to the free throw line. Yeah, I think the Warriors will be able to take down the Rockets in 6. I don't think he's going to go 7 games. I think the Rockets just don't have the experience on their side to answer your question. So, well, we know what they're gunning for. They want to go. They want to do a Curry Lakers matchup. That's what they want to do. But this Lakers team is so much garbage. They were exposed Sunday. They were definitely totally exposed on Sunday. We got Randall. Randall is on the. He misses the free throw. I missed. I still don't know why they traded. Good question. I don't know why they really traded Cat with Carl Anthony Towns for Randall. That baffles me to this day. I think they were a little bit more intimidating with him, having him and Rudy out there. But as again, that was they need to have those big stars in big markets. So you got Brunson out there in New York, and then you have now you have Carl Anthony Towns, who they paired them together. It really didn't make any sense for them to let him go. And then they got Randall, which is not bad, but Randall is kind of I think Carl is a little bit more offensively uh, better. Yeah, I think he's. I think so. To answer your question, I think Anthony Towns is a little bit more. I think they should challenge that. I think they should challenge that one. His coach is not gonna challenge that one. That should have been a block. I would challenge that. Yeah, that's not a. But they probably won't give it to him. But I would definitely challenge that. Yeah, they. Yeah, good question from you too. They tried to do that to the Denver Nuggets too. But the Denver Nuggets had too much firepower that year. They swept the Lakers, and then the Bron Sexuals, they disappeared again. It was so funny. I'm a very patient person, so you just got to pick your point. You just got to wait. You wait, and eventually the bronze sexuals would disappear. So, because one thing I found out about bronze sexuals is that they don't enjoy basketball. They don't even watch it beyond this. The one thing about me, I'm a basketball fan. I will watch. You know what I'm saying? They don't watch the games. They pretty much just watch Braun, who's being carried again by Luka Doncic. That's just crazy. Luka Doncic has 20 something points at the half. I think he had 24 points at the half, and LeBron is on the ride. He's a bona fide Robin at this particular point. That's crazy. That LeBron James is a Robin at this particular point. Yeah, that should have been a block, but they probably not gonna give it to him. Yeah, so everybody's in foul trouble. Russell Westbrook ruined it. Yeah, we already knew it was a blocking foul. He was still moving, but they already had their whistle to call the charge because of the fact that that's what it is tonight. So that's crazy because they can adjust these games however they want to adjust the game, but it is what it is. So that's an easy block. Luca's feet were moving. Randall now has 3 fouls. Yeah, sorry, LeBron is being carried like yeah. Okay, so he goes to the free throw line. Yeah, that is really carry. Yeah, every game, if Luca or Anthony Davis was carrying, he's not that dude anymore. Call that again. There's another bad call. Um, Challenge it. See, they got. This is sad. They made him use up both of his. Look at this block right there. The officials automatically got it in their mind that every time the Lakers go to the rim, they call them the foul. Like that's just crazy. Now they're gonna use up both of their challenges, and that's ridiculous. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's a terrible call. That's a terrible call. But why? Yeah, another bad call. Another bad call. No, that's not a bad. That's not a foul. That's a clean block. As a matter of fact, We learned this maybe 2 weeks ago when we were watching a Lakers game, and it was similar play, and they blocked LeBron's shot, but hit his hand or something, and the Lakers. I think the player was called for a foul or something like that. I don't know, but they said something was hand was a part of the ball, so all of a sudden they made something. I don't know, but that was a clear block right there. That's. I'm definitely challenging that because they're gonna keep these guys on the free throw line all night long, and we keep watching commercials and commercials and commercials. This is exactly what they got to do. Terrible call, terrible. Told you. But why did they have to use their freaking challenge? But that shouldn't even have been. I told you I'm right. Every time they go to the basket, they want to call fouls. But the team should not have used. They should not have to waste their challenge because they may need it in the second quarter. But they have to waste the challenge, right? Because the refs just called another terrible call. Exactly, Jason. You saw this. This is the second one. They have to use their challenge. They should be allowed to have another challenge for that BS. The block on you on Luca. They've been trying to give Randall his fourth foul for the longest. That's what they've been trying to do. Why jump ball? I don't know, man. Because they said he don't really have no one clearly had possession of the ball, so that's why. That's why they're doing the jump ball. But they've been trying to give this man his fourth foul so he could be less aggressive. Also, it's the oldest dying trick in the book. You heard Anthony Edwards? A ref. He just got fouled. Ref did not call it. A ref. Oh, Rui, come on, Rui. I mean, not Rui Hachimura, but he said just like the Lakers, man. This is terrible, man. They had lost. They basically lost their challenge and shouldn't have if the rest would have made a correct play. Two in a row. Okay, they need to throw that all night. That lob pass. That lob pass needs to come, and it's a very low scoring game for the Lakers too. Mm. Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, easy. LeBron James was never a Robin. I mean, he's a Robin right now. Michael Jordan was never a Robin. Luca is carrying this guy. They're basically stacking his teams, and he basically allowing other people to carry him. That's what he wants. He's too lazy. He don't have the effort. He can't. I don't like this. Step up, step up, stay down. Air ball. Got a minute and 7 seconds left in the game. Nas has basically finally got a chance to play. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, LeBron, Kareem. I'm going with Kareem. 6-time regular season MVP, 6-time NBA champion. Kareem. Easy. And they still call no foul. Every time Edwards goes to the basket, he's not getting no respect. He's not getting no respect. I don't give a damn if he's 40 years old. When you go to your job, no one wants to hear your age. They want to know, can you perform? So stop that bull. That bull. You keep making up that he's 40, but then you'll turn around and beat his meat. Uh, if he makes a dunk, you'll be like, oh my God, look what he's doing at 40. So stop saying that goofy stuff. Should have a 3-time final MVP. Who was that? Kareem. I don't know about that because one of the finals he was averaging 13 points a game in the NBA finals, so that's pretty low So Magic Johnson had to, step up and stuff like that. So no, I can't say that. Kareem, you know, he can't create his own shot. So someone else has to get the ball to him and put him in position to do that. Like Hakeem could create his own shot. You get the ball, he had that little spin move, but LeBron cannot create. I'm sorry, Hakeem can't create his own shot. What's good? Refs the GOAT, Wolves 2 challenges successful. Yeah, they shouldn't have to use those 2 challenges if they would have called the stuff correctly. We said, yeah, refs on the FanDuel, 65-81. Luca's looking for a flop. Stay down. 65-81. 1980 season. Yeah, that might have been. Who was better than Magic? Who? Who? Kareem? Better than Magic? Heck, no. He's not better than Magic. If that's what you're saying, no. No. Absolute. That's an absolute no. That is absolutely crazy. The best 2 defenders are in foul trouble. Gary Smith says, uh, how is that just a coincidence? Great thing. That is a great comment he just made. The best 2 defenders are in foul trouble, which is McDaniel and Nas. Those guys are in foul trouble. But I told you this on either Monday or Sunday. I put that on my live. If you check my live, I said we've been in this situation before. We already know what they're gonna do, what they're gonna have to do. They're like, okay, they gotta put dude in foul trouble because they didn't want him warming up, knocking those down. He knocked down a lot of threes. Now I kind of knew that he wasn't gonna be that hot, but making him have 4 fouls in the first half is just blatantly obvious. It's too obvious. Very obvious. Kareem was robbed of MVP. Oh hell no! Not averaging 13 points a game. Could you imagine winning? Could you imagine winning MVP? Uh, Averaging 13 points a game in today's league. You said Lee Booty. Lee Booty. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, Kareem. But at least Kareem never embarrassed himself like LeBron did in the 2011 NBA Finals, where he shrunk. That was the most embarrassing thing that I could have ever seen ever in my life. Kareem, when LeBron shrunk to Jason Terry. I don't know how he did that, but he had to have his shots created by Magic Johnson. Had to create this. I mean, he had the sky hook, but yeah, yeah, the sky hook was pretty much unstoppable. I think it was blocked once or twice or something like that. But if you want to look at it from this perspective, LeBron James has the most playoffs losses in NBA history. He also has the most missed field goals in NBA history and the most turnovers in NBA history. That's crazy. Most turnovers, most missed shots, and most playoff losses in NBA history. He's breaking records everywhere. 83-65. Uh, Curry is phenomenal. Curry was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Oh, it was. He is phenomenal. That was a spectacular performance that he put on Sunday. So the three is not falling tonight. Three is not falling for him tonight. Right now, it is 65-83, favor of the Lakers. Reed got Nas got his first three. 68-83. That's really what the yeah, he got it. Yeah. Magic or Curry? Ooh, that's a very hard one. That's a very hard one. At Bill Kabutiewicz, whatever your name is. I don't know. That's how you say it. Bill Kabutiewicz. It was really funny that you were quiet on Sunday when they were getting their butt kicked. Magic or Curry? That's a hard one. I mean, that depends on what you're looking for, man. Goal 10. In terms of pure point guard, Magic would be more of a pure point guard if you want to really. But Curry is more of a scoring guard, but he just dominates the game in remarkable fashion, right? The way he dominates it is just unbelievable. So Lakers better check Luca back in because this dude can't do nothing. That shouldn't even have been a foul. The bum is no. Minnesota's not really doing bad, Diego. I think they're just being taken out of the game with some questionable. That shouldn't have been a free throw. Well, that's terrible, man. I was trying to I was trying to get a replay on that foul call where LeBron just barreled into the man and then they just blew the whistle. I said in terms of pure point guard, I mean Magic, but Curry is a remarkable player. We can't deny that. We cannot deny what we witnessed it with Curry. So it just depends on what you want if you're drafting a player. That's what we want to we want to know. Uh Luka Doncic. Because Luka Doncic has 28 points. Carrying LeBron again. Carrying. Gotta stay down. Stay away from the pump fakes. Stay away from the pump fakes. They're not. They should have called. That was a foul. That was really a foul. That was a foul. They didn't call that. Let me go to ESPN.com. Let's see something. ESPN. See, yeah, big time flop. ESPN. They got to bring in Luca so he can carry LeBron. Let's see. That should not have been a foul, but okay. Technical free throw. Where was the technical come from? Oh, offensive foul. Okay, that should have been an offensive foul. Yeah, it's crazy. They're crazy. I just got a. I saw the foul that should have been LeBron just knocked Daniels down, just pushed him down with his hand. Right. I just recorded it. I'm gonna put it up as soon as the game is over with. But that was an offensive foul they didn't call. Randall knocks down a three. 75-86. Uh, and he did not get Gobert did not get the rebound. Rudy Gobert did not get the rebound. He should be benched for that. They should bench him for that. Totally. So Rudy Gobert missed that rebound. That was bad right there. He was holding his face. It's like, dude, get the rebound. But yeah, you can see, yeah, man. This team is having that big under there. Imagine if they would have been. He said the bigs altered the shot. Imagine if they would have played in the league with Patrick Ewing, Shaquille O'Neal, David Robinson, Tim Duncan, Kim Olajuwon. Th- Those type of bigs. There'd have been a whole lot of shots being altered. Oh my God, that's great. That's crazy. The ref tried to get the Lakers the ball, tipped off of Finney Smith. Boy, boy, boy. That's so crazy. Bro, Randall holding the ball too long. Randall held the ball too long. Randall held the ball too long. He should have just he, he should have passed it to the corner. The ball Jaden McDaniels was open. Rudy Gobert, I kind of see why they don't pass him the ball. Look at him crying. Yeah, Gobert. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Come on, Gobert. And they will not call a foul. They will not call a foul, man, on all these plays. Oh, yeah, there should be a tech. You're right. That shows you how garbage this team is. If they don't call the fouls, man, this team's garbage, man. They don't. He looking for a foul. Oh my God, bro. Oh my goodness, man. This is the worst thing. 77, 77 to 86. That's so crazy, man. Yeah. Listen, Bill, you're gonna not tell me how I can talk on my live. So unless you want to get blocked, which you will, I will talk the way I want to talk on my live. Okay. Now the refs are part of the game, so I'm gonna talk the way I want. So you're not gonna dictate that. So I suggest right now, I'm gonna give you a warning right now. I'm gonna talk how I want to talk. You're not gonna be able to suggest to me how I can talk. I can talk the way I want to. It's my live. Oh, this team without Luca, exactly. All right. Yeah, this team without Luca, trash. Defensively too. Defensively too, they're gonna be trash. But yeah, no, that was crazy. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Totally, yeah. That was totally crazy. No, so the ball goes off of Finney Smith, and yeah, that is really crazy. Well, they had to bring him over because Luca is literally, he has to. LeBron basically has to play. He proved that his whole career. So I think the first 8 seasons or something in Cleveland, he couldn't do it. So he had to. So he went over to Minnesota. No, sorry, Miami with D Wade. And then D Wade was already a champion in 2006 and a Finals MVP in 2006. He won one. So clearly, D Wade knew how to get it done, right? And so D Wade had to help him get it done. But they couldn't even get it done their first round when he got there. That's so crazy. Uh, how do you go into the series as the favorites to win an NBA title and you don't win it? You go into the favorites. You're the favorites to win, right? They were the favorites to beat the Dallas Mavericks, and they lost. That was just crazy. LeBron didn't show up. He choked. And like I said, I've never seen Michael Jordan in the finals choking uh, the way LeBron has choked. Oh, that's very dumb because Michael Jordan was the Finals MVP every time. So that's just another dumb, asinine statement. Uh, I'm looking at the score currently right now, 77 to 88. Yeah. Yeah, Luca complaining. Luca just doing that's what he's doing, complaining. That's a foul right there. How was it intentional when he was already on the ground? Yeah, that was a foul. McDaniels was hit on the wrist when he shot the ball. Rudy got to get the rebound, baby. He's out there. He need to get the rebound. Rudy got butterfingers. I would like to see Edwards go to the paint a little bit more. Yeah, I would like to see Edwards go to the paint a little bit more. Don't settle for the 3-point shot. I know it's enticing to shoot that three, right? You know, when you wait, wait. They don't have no more challenges. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up, baby. That's a flagrant act. What was the follow through? Where was the follow through? His hand has to come down. Shot. That's not a natural. Where was his arm supposed to go? Told you. But that basket should have counted too. I told you. His hand has to come down. Oh, his hand had to come down, man. Digiso has 4 fouls. Reed has 4. Uh, Pretty much the whole team's in foul trouble. Oh, I'm lagging a little bit. I had rewinded the game a couple of times just to get some footage of some of the flopping that's going on. I On my phone I see about 3:31. So I'm lagging a little bit. Yeah, I'm lagging bad. I got 309, 8190. Wolves giving this game away with Rudy playing that many minutes. Well, I think they're trying to use him for rim protection, but he's not really getting his hands on those loose balls like he should. That's kind of the story on that. Those loose balls, but they got everybody in foul trouble. Didn't I tell you this, Brian, the other day? I said they're gonna get everybody in foul trouble. That's gonna be the thing. So I told you that maybe Sunday. I told you that was gonna happen. Yep, I told you. I said this game, what they got to do is they got to get everybody in foul trouble, which they did. It's the oldest trick in the book, and this way they can keep everybody out of momentum. The best defenders was Jalen McDaniels, Dante DiVincenzo, and Reed. Right, so they put those guys in foul trouble and had them sitting on the bench. Like the whole second quarter, he didn't come back, so they couldn't really get into the momentum. That's what they did. I already said it, so it's like that was going to happen because they go down 0-2. It's a business, man. It's they want to keep the Lakers alive and make us think that they're what they're not, so that they could you know they know that most of the bronzexuals, especially the ones that are like watching now, they'll be no more good after they daddy LeBron goes home. They ain't going to watch no more. So yeah, good. Yeah, so I'm glad you remember that, Brian. That's very so today is, what is this? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Oh yeah, they're not really basketball fans. That's the crazy thing about it. They're not basketball fans. The game is still on. Game is still on. They're fans of LeBron, but basketball fans no, especially not Lakers fans. The next game is Friday at 6:30, and I think after that we may have a Sunday at 12:30 game in Minnesota. So like I said, it looks like from my prediction there, yeah. Uh-huh. Let's see. Luka Doncic has 29 points. I never had watched a game where Michael Jordan got outscored by Scottie Pippen in the playoffs. Oh man, you can't make this up. So Luka got 29, 9, and 12 rebounds, right? LeBron has 21 points. So Luka's gonna go down once again. Luka's the best player on the team. How they gonna call the game in Minnesota? That's gonna be interesting. I don't know. I don't think the Wolves. I don't think it's not that. I think they want it. They're just not getting the calls that they should be getting this game. Um, I don't know how they're gonna call it Sunday. I don't know. It's gonna be in Minnesota. We got to see how they're going to call it, right? My who do I have winning the NBA championship this year? Golden State Warriors. I got the Golden State Warriors winning the NBA championship. That's going to be crazy once they do win. LeBron James was going to have to go hide somewhere when the Golden State Warriors win the championship because it won't be expected because everybody got they got OKC winning, right? Everybody got OKC winning, so that's going to be crazy. Will I stream on Sunday? Yeah, I'm definitely going to stream Friday. Friday. Yeah, Friday. I'll stream Friday. It's at 6:30, right? We'll stream. Uh, yeah. Well, of course, they're gonna go ahead. My prediction for the Rockets and the Warriors, it's probably gonna be the same thing. They're gonna probably try to. They're probably gonna try to help them even that game up. But from what I saw, the Rockets just ain't ready. And Golden State didn't even play totally as good as they could probably play. But they, playing, Curry, did a lot of attacking the rim. They missed a lot of shots. Kaminga's not in the offense, so I think that's over with. But I think he's gonna get traded. But them not playing as good as they could play and still dominating one of the best defensive teams in the NBA the way they dominated them. Warriors 4-0. I don't think it's gonna be 4-0. Yeah, Julius Randle was definitely fouled on that play too. I did see it. I saw that. So yeah, Golden State Warriors. I got the Golden State Warriors. Nigga, why would I be mad? Why would I be mad? I'm sitting here chilling. It's like nothing you said is bothering me. I don't care. You guys say some of the most dumb stuff, boy. It be some of the dumbest stuff. It's like it doesn't work. What? You got the Warriors 4-0? Nah, I think it's gonna be 4-1. 4-1. I think it'll be 4-1. I think they're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna uh the NBA doesn't like sweeps, right? Now the Oklahoma City Thunder, they're gonna send Morant home. That team is going home the first round. NBA has to make money somehow. I can't have these sweeps. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so we have to you'll be like on Diane Bob was right 4-0. Nah, but I think it's gonna be 4-1. They gotta get a game, man. They gotta give a game. Some, they got yes. Uh, game three will be Friday at 6:30 for here. Warriors are tomorrow. So yeah, we will go live for the Warriors game. Absolutely, we'll go live for the Golden State Warriors game. I don't even know what time the game is. I gotta look and see. But we're definitely gonna go live for that. hmm I don't really know what my predictions is on the next game because that last game was physical too. But I say 4-1. They're gonna give one. They're going to give one game at least to the Houston Rockets. At least a game. At least. What do I think about the New York Knicks series? Um, New York Knicks series. I got the Knicks winning that. Come on, man. No one wants to see the Detroit is a solid team, but no one wants to see the Detroit Pistons, man. No one wants to see them. 2-0 Warriors tomorrow, then two at Chase Center. Like we shall see. We shall see. Yeah. Oh, we should see. I don't know, man, about that one. I think it's gonna be 4-1, man. 4-1. Bill, everything you're saying, bro, it don't really matter, man. ESPN has already put Michael Jordan as the greatest player of all time. That's number one. I think they rank LeBron James as number two, even though he shouldn't be two. So all that is not. No one cares what you think, because when you type in who the greatest player who ever played a game, ESPN ranking comes in as Michael Jordan number one. So can't change that. So that doesn't even matter to me. But man, I need to eat. You guys want to get on uh Friday? No, tomorrow for tomorrow's game. We'll jump on for tomorrow's game, and then Lakers. We'll be back here on Friday for Lakers game on Friday. I think it's at 6:30. Uh, I don't think Eric's played really bad. I gotta look at the stats again. I don't think he played bad. I just think that he didn't really play that well on Sunday. It's just that he was able to get into the paint, pass the ball around a little bit, and his players weren't in foul trouble, right? So uh, did I lie? Do I need to go to ESPN ranking to pull it up so that you can see who they ranked as the greatest player of all time according to ESPN? Did I not? Did I miss the top 75th anniversary that was just 2 years ago when they called the greatest players out? Who was the last player that they actually called? The very last player that they called after they called all the players. Who was the last player they called? Who was the final one to get their name called? And who was the one that walked in the middle of the stage? May I ask? Who was the one that walked in the middle of the stage? I think it was Michael Jeffrey Jordan, right? The six-time Finals MVP and the six-time NBA champion who three-peated two times, never saw a game seven. I think that was the person who they called out last. 50,000 points. Okay. So let's not talk about LeBron for a moment. Okay. 50,000 points, right? Okay. Karl Malone has 37,000 points, right? More than Kobe. So is Karl Malone better than Kobe? Is Karl Malone better than Kobe Bryant? He scored more points than Kobe. Is Karl Malone better than Kobe? I'm gonna ask that question one more time and see if you actually type a sensible answer into the chat. Is Karl Malone, who scored more points than Kobe Bryant, better than Kobe? Or you just want to troll? Or can you actually answer the question? Is Karl Malone better than Kobe Bryant, right? I'm gonna wait about a minute before I go eat my food and see if you actually answer the question. Karl Malone ranks higher on the scoring list, all-time scoring list, than Steph Curry and Kobe Bryant. Is Karl Malone better than Kobe Bean Bryant? Because he scored more points. He scored more career points than Kobe. More career points have been scored than Kobe Bryant. Is he better than Kobe? Karl Malone on the all-time scoring list. Karl Malone is better than Kobe? Yeah, right. So yeah. There you go. Bronny, get ready. Right, right. No, 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 no. You're talking about all-time scoring list. You said 50,000 points. I asked you a simple question. My question is Karl Malone, is he better than Kobe Bryant because he scored 50,000 points? I mean, he scored 37,000 points. He scored more than Kobe. He ranks higher than him in total points. In total points. That's my question. Now, if you don't answer the question, I'm actually going to block you because I think you're just trolling. You don't want to talk basketball. So you got a few seconds to answer the question. You got a few seconds to answer this question. Is Kobe Bryant better? I mean, is Karl Malone? No, 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 no. Is Karl Malone better than Kobe Bryant? Just answer the question. Yes or no. Score more points. If you don't answer the question, you're gonna be blocked. I'm just gonna ask you one more time. If it's Carl Malone, you got about 30 more seconds. I'm looking at my timer and I'm just gonna block you because you don't want to actually discuss basketball. You got 30 minutes, you got 30 seconds. It's Carl Malone. I'm looking at it's 28 now. 27. Is Carl Malone, is he better than Kobe Bean Bryant? Count down. 15. I'm asking you a question about all-time points. Is Karl Malone, he got more all-time points than Kobe Bryant? Is Karl Malone better than Kobe Bryant? Just answer the question. He scored more all-time points. On that all-time points list is a ranking. It's LeBron, and then it's Kareem and Karl Malone. But Karl Malone has scored more points. So is Karl Malone better than Kobe Bryant? I'm gonna give you one last chance just to answer the question. Otherwise, you're gonna get blocked because I don't got time for trolls. You don't want to talk basketball. Oh yeah, the rest were terrible on shot free throws. He Okay, so no, Karl Malone is not better than Kobe Bryant. Okay, exactly. So that's just it. So if Karl Malone isn't better than Kobe Bryant, that doesn't. So basically, what you're basically admitting is that just because he has more points doesn't make him better. Case closed. Case closed. Just because he scored more points, don't make him better. Yes, the refs were terrible on that shot. Four free throws. He's been attacking the. Oh yeah, yeah. That's been happening all series long. That's been happening all series long. All series long, he's been attacking the rim. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, he's been attacking the rim all series long, and uh he has not been getting the calls that he deserves. Absolutely. You said when he oh well, that's why they had Nas out there more. Lakers were flopping all over the court. Oh, absolutely, my man. Absolutely. Yeah, I believe you. I believe you, Alfred. I got this list up. I'm gonna Doncic can't be great because he picks for Goldberg on every play. I got the all Sean. So I got the all-time scoring list up, Sean. While you there, let's look at the top 10 scorers, Sean. Okay, we got LeBron James, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Karl Malone, Kobe at four, Michael Jordan, Dirk Nowitzki, Wilt Chamberlain, and Kevin Durant, Moses Malone, and Julius Irvin. Right. So we got Dirk Nowitzki at six. Sean, my question to you is: Karl Malone scored 36,928 points. Dirk Nowitzki scored 31,560. No, sorry. Kobe scored 33,643. Karl Malone, 36,000. I think he played, 928. So is Karl Malone better than the number four option? Karl Malone is three, Kobe is four. Who's better? Is the person who scored more points? Is that person better than Kobe? We all know the question. We all know the question. We already know the answer to the question. So it's like when Bron fans always throw up, 50,000 points. Like, what does that mean? Doesn't mean anything. It's just a longevity stat. He's been playing since he came out of high school. Doesn't mean anything. He scored 50,000 points. Great. Ooh, cheer. What's the finals record? Well, he lost six times in the NBA. Now it's not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but he lost six times. Okay. How many career turnovers? Oh, he's the all-time turnover leader in the NBA. Oh, wow. Okay. How many missed shots? Exactly. How many missed shots? Well, he's the all-time leader in missed shots in the NBA. Oh my God. Who has the most playoff losses in NBA history? LeBron James. He has the most playoff losses in NBA history. So when you start naming these things, It's like, how can he be the greatest player of all time when he has the most missed shots, he has the most turnovers, the things that they don't, and the most playoff losses in NBA history? You gotta take that into consideration also. You can't have it both ways. You can't say, well, he has 50,000 points, but ignore the fact that he also is the all-time scoring leader. You can't say, well, this, but then ignore the fact that he's lost 6 times in the NBA Finals and he has the most. Not just he has the most playoff losses in NBA history. The most 33 playoff losses. He has the most playoff losses. Let's look at this. Let's look at it. Let's look at this. Most uh playoff losses in NBA history. Oh, it's more than just trash talking. They got to be able to beat the machine. Okay, games played. It says NBA player most playoff losses. Number one is LeBron James. Then number two is Derek Fisher, Carl Malone, Tim Duncan. Wait, let's see. LeBron comes up at number one. Number one, most playoff losses, right? Let's look at this. 10 players with the most playoff losses. Okay, I'm on fadeaway world. Number one, 85 playoff losses is Al Horford. 85. Okay. Al Horford is number 10. Okay, he's tied with Kobe. Kobe has 85 playoff losses. Okay. Shaq has 87. Okay. I'm just reading them there down from there. Robert Ory has 89. Okay. Sorry. So I kind of had it out of order. Tony Parker has 89 playoff losses. John Stockton has 93. Tim Duncan, 94 playoff losses. Let's look here. Carl Malone, 95 playoff losses. Derek Fisher, 98. And LeBron James has 100 playoff losses. So LeBron James has the most playoff losses in NBA history at 100. How could you be considered the greatest player of all time when you got the most playoff losses at 100? That's crazy. 100. 100. Okay. 100 playoff losses. Okay. Now, let's most miss shots in NBA history. Let's look at this. LeBron James has the most missed field goals in NBA history. 1,595 missed field goals in NBA history. 1,595. Well, 15,000. I'm sorry, I made it wrong. 15,000 missed shots. 15,095 missed shots. 15,095 missed shots. He has 15,095 missed shots. The most in NBA history. The most in NBA history, right? The most. Now let's look at turnovers. Most turnovers in NBA history. Okay, we're gonna look at all-time turnover leaders. Okay, Westbrook comes in second. Karl Malone comes in third. So let's start with the top five. James Harden, 4,260 at number five. Moses Malone, 4,264. Karl Malone, 4,524. Russell Westbrook was a turnover machine, 4,829. And as much as he's turned LeBron the ball, he's probably not going to catch LeBron. LeBron has 5,471 turnovers. 5,400, and he's literally a walking turnover machine. So how can you be one of the greatest players. When you got 100, you got 100 career playoff losses, the most in NBA history. You missed over 15,000 shots, right? And then you have 5,471 turnovers, and you come in number one in NBA history in the turnover category. It simply says that you're not a real great all around. You're not good at taking care of the basketball. You're not a good shooter. Okay, you missed that many shots. And the playoff losses that come in number one, that means you couldn't get the job done. So you came on that list with the most playoff losses, despite having the most. If 50,000 make you the greatest, then 15,000 means you're the worst. 15,000. Oh, there you go. That's a good point. If 50,000 makes you the greatest player, but 15,000 shots, number one, that means you're the worst player in NBA history. There you go. There you go. Bingo. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. It's like let's look at this. Most missed playoff. Let's see, playoff shots in. Let me see. Most missed playoff shots in NBA history. Okay, let's miss this. Most missed playoff shots. Here we go. Here's another category. Most missed playoff shots. Let's look at this. LeBron James has the most missed playoff shots. Most missed playoff shots. He ranks with the most missed playoff shots. So it's like all these things I'm naming. It's like I don't get how a person who has all that going on his resume, along with losing in the final six times, he only brought one championship to Cleveland. Jordan brought six to the Bulls. Curry brought four to the to the Golden State Warriors. He didn't have to travel outside of his confines to do that, but he brought four titles to the team that he drafted and won the same amount of rings that LeBron with. And he was drafted. When was Curry drafted? When was Curry drafted? Let's see. When? What year was Steph? Steph Curry was drafted in 2009. So in 2009, when Steph Curry was drafted, and he got the same amount of rings that LeBron does, and LeBron was drafted in 2003. What does that tell you? If Steph Curry has four championship rings and he was drafted the same time he was drafted in 2009, LeBron was drafted in 2003, but he's played less time and got the same amount of rings. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? He's played less time, right? But he's got the same amount of rings. So that should tell you something. That should tell you something right there. 2009. LeBron didn't even have won a ring by the time Steph Curry was drafted. He didn't get one until 2011, right? No, 2012. 2012. Okay, he lost in 2011. My bad. He lost. But Curry, not so long after that, ended up winning his first ring in 2015. So he's played less time. Less time. So in less time, they got the same. And what makes it bad, what makes it so terrible, is that three of the rings came against LeBron James. That makes it so much more terrible that three of his championship rings came against LeBron James. Three. Three of them. So not only did he spend less time in the NBA than LeBron, LeBron's got way more seasons over him. And he only got four in this many times. So it's like, how is he better when he got the same amount of rings? Unless Andre Iguodala got the same amount of rings, right? No, three, right? He didn't get. Did he get the fourth one? Was Iguodala on his? Yeah, Iggy was on the team. Iggy was on the team also. Iggy was on the team. Iggy was on the team also. So, well, I don't give a damn about how many Finals MVPs he has. Because man been in the league. The man been in the league since 2003 and got the same amount of rings. The same amount of rings. And we can talk about Finals MVPs like or regular season MVPs like Kobe Bryant should have got more, but we know why they didn't give it to him. They ended up giving it to what's the guy that's on his team, Steve Nash. They ended up giving it to Steve Nash when clearly Kobe was the. So that don't even matter. That don't even matter. That don't even matter because they yeah. But with that being said, since 2009, once they got the same amount of rings, four. Four. And let's just flip the narrative. Michael Jordan, he still don't have, he played way more. Think about this. Let's use common sense. He played way more time than Michael Jordan and still got less rings. How do you play more time and got less rings? He would never catch Michael Jordan because six finals MVPs, right? Five regular season MVPs. LeBron James hasn't won a regular season MVP since 2014. He hasn't won a regular season MVP since 2014. I'm gonna say it again so you can overstand, understand, and understand. He has not won a Finals MVP since 2014. That wasn't happening when Michael Jordan was in the league. Okay, Michael was winning his MVPs. He was because when he was clearly on top, you clearly saw that he was the best player in the NBA. Right? So he was winning his finals MVPs. He has not won a finals MVP. So that means that every year since 2014, there's been somebody that's in the league, clear consensus through voting, that has been the best finals, that has been the best regular season player, and it hasn't been LeBron, most valuable. Nikola Jokic came in and about to break his records. Nikola Jokic is a walking triple double. Nikola Jokic dog walked LeBron. I'm gonna say it one more time. Nikola Jokic dog walked LeBron in the 2023 NBA playoffs. Dog walked him, swept him 4-0. Then the next season he dog walked him again 4-1. Right? You let a slow person who can barely get up and down, unathletic. Where's Nikola Jokic from? uh Serbia, is it Serbia? Destroy him. So LeBron James got beat by Steph Curry. I don't care what you say in the NBA Finals, where Steph Curry averaged 26 points a game for his career in the NBA Finals, and he let Andre Iguodala lock him up four in less time. 2009, one was drafted in 2003. That's not greatness. That's not greatness. And Steph Curry stayed in one team. He never left Golden State. LeBron James, he loses. He got to go to another team and see if he can build a super team. He loses with that team. He got to trade everybody else and go to another team and see if he can recruit players and get players because he want to try to see if he can take a shortcut to the top because he can't do it. He's incapable of doing it. So now he has Luka Doncic. Now you think about this. What other player in NBA history has needed this much to be relevant or to succeed in any aspect? There's none you can think of. Not Jordan, not Magic, not Larry. You ain't have no player, not Allen Iverson, no player, not a single player, not a single player you can name. Not one shred single player that you can name. Andre Iguodala was the bench player coming off the bench. Who cares what you average? Because at the end of the day, when you go sit down and when you lose, when you go sit down and did he win when he averaged that? He didn't. He lost. Did he win when he averaged that? He didn't. Andre Iguodala was a bench player, right? Who came off the bench and was averaging what 8 points in the regular season. And when LeBron guarded him, he couldn't stop him, so he averaged 18 points in the playoffs. So the league has two players that they can't cheat for LeBron on. They gave LeBron one of those players to play with. Oh, you're talking about yeah, yeah. It's like going to a basketball court and back in the day when we playing ball, pick up ball, and your team losing, you'll be like, "Well, I had 20 points." So, and it's like, "Well, did the team win?" No, the team didn't win. Well, I had my 20. That's basically what you're saying. It's like, "Well, I had 40. Did you win? Did you win?" Did you leave with the title of that series? No, you didn't leave with the title of that series. You left with an L. One of the six finals losses was an L in 2015. That's what happened. You can't rewrite history. He left with a big fat L. I don't care if he averaged 40, 90, whatever he averaged. If you didn't win, Kobe Bryant always said this. He never cared about at the end of the game what he had if he lost. I'm gonna say it again so you can understand all of that. Kobe Bryant never ever cared about how many points he scored if he took an L. The only people who care about how many points scored in the game when taking L's are bronzexuals. I'm gonna say it again. The only people who ever care about points scored in the game when they take an L is bronzexuals. That's it. Just like the night that when LeBron won, past the all-time scoring list, who won that game? SDA. Oklahoma City Thunder spanked them that night, right? Anthony Davis was so mad because it was like, wait a minute. Okay, well, we ain't winning the game, dude. So we out here getting our butt smacked, and we supposed to go out here and run around and celebrate an individual accomplishment that doesn't really mean anything. So that's what happened. That game. Oklahoma City Thunder whooped them, beat them down. LeBron didn't even care. See, that's the difference between Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan and Larry Bird and those guys. They would piss to lose, right? They would get pissed to lose. He didn't care. He ran out in the middle of the court and he did like this and he was waving his hands. He scored his little basket, but he didn't even care that he won, that the team was losing. All he cared about was that he could pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the most points scored because he knows that he's failed in all those other categories. He will never catch Michael Jordan. So that's what the bronzexuals have to settle for. Oh my God, he had the most points. Oh God. Oh my God, he scored it. Oh my God, no, he scored the most points. Oh my God, I can pour honey all over myself and twerk. Oh, oh my goodness, what's the score? Oh, I don't care about the score. I don't care he lost. It don't matter because he got the most points. Oh my king, he got 50,000. But what was the score at the end of the game? Who won the game? Well, it doesn't matter. He scored the most. The bronzexuals are the only one that make excuses like that or do that. They for mediocrity. Said that wrong. They settle for mediocrity because that's what LeBron James. He's a mediocre player. He's mediocre. Mediocrity is what comes to the game. Mediocrity comes to the game. But I'm gonna get off here, man. I'm getting tired, man. We're getting ready for give you something to eat, man. The game tomorrow. We're gonna lock in. We're gonna lock in for the Lakers again on Friday versus Minnesota Timberwolves, man. Peace, man. We out.